See if that satisfies the people of California. Trace Gallagher, our chief breaking news correspondent and anchor at Fox News at Night, of course, which is based in Los Angeles, joins us now from Pacific Palisades, where he will be hosting Your World at 4 o'clock Eastern. Trace, I wonder what your take is from your reporting on the ground in response to what people are hearing from Mayor Karen Bass, who says basically, well, you know, we're doing the best we can and people will be held accountable in the after report.
I mean, people are offended. The people we talk to, Martha, are kind of offended by that. They keep hearing Karen Bass, who, by the way, was in Ghana when the worst of this was going on. They keep hearing the mayor saying, listen, this was all about the wind. This was all about the wind, and we didn't prepare for this, and we couldn't fight this. And people are like, no, you didn't have just wind. You didn't have water, and you didn't have firefighters to spray that water. And had you had planning and more water and fire hydrants that were checked and worked, you could have saved a lot more houses. You're not going to save all the houses, but you could have saved more. So you talk to the people in and around Pacific Palisades, and they are angry at the response. It doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. People here are angry at the response. It's interesting, Martha, when you look around the Pacific Palisades, we've been covering disasters for 38 years. And when you get to a scene, the first thing that TV news crews always do is they look for the hardest hit area so they can show people the extent of the damage. Look at the Palisades here as we walk around. This is block after block, house after house, street after street, block after block looks just like this. I mean, I would estimate that 60% of this town, Martha, is absolutely gone. And there's no exceptions except for one. It's this bizarre anomaly where you walk around here and you see, as we got a car coming here, so you see this one house right here amid blocks and blocks and blocks of destroyed homes. We can't find a burn mark on this house, not a single burn mark. And if you go in the backyard, Martha, you'll find you look across the fence and it's up on a hill, so you can see all this area where the homes are just destroyed as far as you can see, and you have one standing. So it's weird how this thing came by, the flames, where they hit and where they didn't hit. But what's fascinating really about this story to me, as somebody from California, is the total lack of preparation. We have fires every single year, many times a year. It's been happening for thousands of years and hundreds of years. The people have lived in Los Angeles, and the people you talk to here in Palisades are upset that the preparation level was not what it should be. They pay a lot of taxes. They pay the highest taxes in the country. They pay the highest gas taxes. They pay a lot of the highest things, and the preparation and what they got in return for their tax dollars is not what they expected, Martha.
Well, I mean, it just makes me think about Florida and the hurricanes that come every single year and the preparation that the governor there puts in place. People seem to feel pretty good about how ready their state is for an event they know is going to be repeated time and time again. I just want to read this, Trace. This is moments ago from President-elect Trump. And he's been going after the governor of California pretty hard. And he says that the governor, he calls him Gavin Newsom, should immediately go to Northern California and open up the water main and let the water flow to his dry, starving, burning state instead of having it go out to the Pacific Ocean. It ought to be done right now. No more excuses from this incompetent governor. It is already far too late. Can you explain, what your understanding is of that situation as a resident of California and a reporter, Trace?
Sure, he limited the water. What happened is that the state of California limited the water that comes from Northern California and beyond down to Southern California to protect a fish that doesn't need a lot of water. So they limited the water flow that comes down here. And more importantly, Martha, more than a decade ago, the people of California voted and they passed a proposition, a measure to retain, to capture the water, to build more reservoirs. And they started taking money to do that. It's been more than a decade, not a single reservoir has been built. So the water capacity is the same. The water reservoirs are full around the state because we had very wet years for the past couple of years, but you can't get that water, and the water is not allocated in Southern California.
It's incredible. That I guess that's what elections are for. That's cold comfort, though, to people who have lost their homes right now. Trace, thank you very, very much for your reporting, and we'll see you at 4 o'clock. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.